Awaken to your truth that you are the I Am presence in harmony with the divine. You are consciousness beyond what the body and mind identify. This is Moment to Moment. Host Lynda Hope will remind and enlighten you to know your divine nature. You were born into the body already aware, but forgot it as you expanded your sense of identity, ego mind, pattern behaviors, and habits. Stop sleepwalking and wake up to your timeless, eternal, formless self. Now, your host of Moment to Moment, Lynda Hope.
Welcome, namaste to Moment. My name is Lynda Hope, and I hope you stay tuned for at least 60 minutes. We'll see how it unfolds for us. And for those who want to be on the show with us to interact, please do so. There's plenty of seats available here. And we take a deep breath in because I'm sure your day has been very eventful, filled with activity and a lot of doing. So we're going to take a beautiful cleansing breath in, and we're going to breathe it out. And another breath in and out. We settle into our chair, turn off any phones that you have around. If you're on a computer or phone and you want to listen, then don't shut it off. But eliminate as many distractions as you possibly can so that you can focus in the now. And that's what this show is about, right? Moment to moment is the now. And how do we stay present in the now? Well, something I will suggest throughout your day, to take a pause, to start that way, to sort of stop, breathe, and be. Maybe use that several times during the day. Stop, breathe, and be. What I mean by being is being alert, aware, present. We've talked about this where the present moment is really a gift, right? The present, a gift. Sounds great to me. And if you experience that as often as possible during the day, you will find it more natural. You will find that you really crave the stillness, the expansive feeling of wanting to be in this place of the now is so calming. It's very calming. And we're going to be talking about concept of peace. What is peace? What does that mean for us in the world, in ourselves? And how do we achieve that inner peace that we're really talking about that surpasses any understanding? It is a place of the now, of the stillness. The peace is the now. And yet we chase this illusion of peace outside of ourselves. We ask for peace in the world. We ask for a moment of peace away from our children or work or whatever, just so that we can be at peace. And then we realize we're working at it, we're striving for it, and we're not achieving it because peace is not about working and efforting. The peace is already here within you, which is that I am presence of existence, of knowing you exist before you form this identity of the name that you are. And so this identity has sort of trapped us into this pattern behavior, into our psychological mind, and it's always busy, right? So this show, Moment to Moment, will help you, will relax you, will calm your nervous system, We'll give you some tips on how you can stay in this moment, be in this moment, and actually thrive as the awareness that you are. And we're going to do it a little by little, moment by moment. And I want to talk a little bit about what the moments are. These moments of the now have a sense of beingness that is your natural state, right? We talked about having like a child, as a baby. The baby is totally present. The baby is in that state of being all the time. Does not know what it calls this hand, does not know what that beautiful face is smiling at them, does not know who they are as a person without an identity, did not form any identity at that point, just knew that the world was full of wonder, that they existed, that they are alert and aware. And that is what the essence of your state is, your natural, your home. And when you discover that, this is a experiential discovery. This is a remembering. As you continue to hear my words in the moment, it will inform you and it will enliven you and it will be understood beyond your mind activity. There is a knowing within you that knows this to be your truth, your true self. And so together, we're just going to share something. And first of all, I want to say hello to Todd, who's behind the scenes. And I want you to say hello to everybody here today as well, Todd, before you show our beautiful video.
Hello, 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 everyone.
Thank you, Todd, for making the magic happen.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Anytime, Lynda.
Great. And you'll show us this wonderful video that we're all going to sing with now, which is beautifully sung by these children. Wait to hear it. If this doesn't move you into a place of total bliss, I don't know what will. And if anybody wants to join us on YouTube and make comments and leave comments, please do so. We'd be happy to, obviously. Love to share your thoughts. Wasn't that great? It just gives me chills. I love those voices. They're just so beautiful. And when you think of how you feel after you hear that, it just brings that inner sense of peace. That peace is possible. And we can create that sense within ourselves, that place of stillness. And as we find that peace within ourselves, we can be the ambassador of that peace. We can share that calmness and that love. We can also call peace love, because when we have peace within ourselves, we radiate love, we radiate joy. And that's why moment to moment, being in the now, is everything. It is what you're born to realize, what you're born to remember as physical beings, that our essence, this eternalness of ourselves, this eternal place of peace, is the natural state. And we don't have to lose this physical being place to know that. We can be that now. And I want to just take a break and honor our sponsors from this moment. And for those who are with me on the show, please stay tuned as we come back. See you in a little bit.
Would you like to be a part of something new, something different? Host a show with WLTK-DB Talk Radio and dare to be different. We offer full production and live engineering of your show by a real person, not a pesky computer. Just visit WLTK-DB.com and click pricing to get started. It's not as much as you think, and a great way for you to get your message to the world. Better hurry. Slots fill up fast and you don't want to miss out on this excellent opportunity. Visit WLTK-DB.com and contact us for more information now. WLTK-DB Talk Radio. Paranormal talk is our business, and business is good. From its beginnings, Used was created to unleash the excellence of nature's healing powers and bring them to people everywhere. With almost 90 years in the market, they are considered a worldwide pioneer in complete herbal wellness therapy. All Swiss Used products are natural, essential oil-based, pleasant, and harmonious. They are extracted from plants and herbs with the latest technology to ensure the best results. Swiss Used Live Healthy with consultant Stephanie will guide you in the right direction to find the perfect essential products just for you. For example, have an upset tummy? Try our soothing chamomile that has not only been used by many, but trusted for years. Keep in mind, you just can't get these amazing oils at your local shopping center. They're just too special. For that, you need a connection. And that connection is Stephanie. Want some? Then head on over to Facebook and search Swiss Used Live Healthy. That's Swiss Used Live Healthy. And contact Stephanie today.
Welcome back to Moment. I'm your host, Lynda Hope, and I hope you can be here for at least another 45 minutes. Of course, we have to talk about time, but we really are timeless. And we'll be talking about what that feels like to be timeless, to live in this place of the now, the eternal sense of self, which is really the peace that resides within ourselves. Because we can look at the concept of peace, and in the external world, we're seeing conflict all the time, right? We're seeing people at war with each other, family members, conflict with each other, a lot of discourse, a lot of separation, a lot of opinions, a lot of likes, dislikes. We're living in a dualistic reality in this outside world, in the physical. And when you look at peace as a concept, how do we resolve peace within ourselves? How do we find that within ourselves? But how do we also find peace in the outside world? Where do we look to find that? Well, I used to think I was the peacemaker of my family. I would be present to help people resolve issues. As a cantor in a congregation, it was one of the things that I was doing, was holding space for many people and celebrating also the joys of weddings and b'nai mitzvahs and baby namings. And those were wonderful and very rich and full of love and joy. But then there was also the funerals that I would do, and to be there for families who needed a peaceful environment or a place of calm, a place of just be able to be safe and to feel that they can fall apart and it would be okay, to have a place of rest within themselves. So I guess you would say peace is also that rest, that you can express yourself and feel comfortable enough to do it and not feel judged, right? And also as a chaplain in a hospital, I was there for families in need that needed a place to rest and a place of safety and a place of secure knowing that I'm there for them. And that is a sense of peace that comes over people when they feel supported and loved in a surrounding. And there's, of course, the peace that we find when we go to sleep, right? That's why we love to sleep. Peace because we work so hard during the day and we definitely want to settle down to a peaceful, restful evening. And then we find that maybe that's not so easy to do. Sometimes we can't fall asleep or we can't stay asleep or we, get woken up, our phones ring or we get distracted or whatever that may be. Or we have so much on our mind that we can't be peaceful at rest, right? We can't rest. And we strive for that little bit of rest and relaxation. So when we go on vacation, what do we seek to do? We seek to lie out in the sun and just rest and leave the worries of the world behind. That's another way that we find some kind of peace. And with families that raise children, don't expect to have peace until they're out of the house and married. Well, I shouldn't say that. No, you'll still have to worry about them and you'll still have restless nights. No, but I'm only kidding. But yeah, that's always a possibility. Because when we live in duality, we find reasons not to be peaceful and not to have a place to rest and to worry. Because we're right. We live in duality. We're going to worry. We're going to worry about everything, pretty much. So how do we stop the worrying cycle? How do we live in this now moment where there is that sense of peace and quiet, where we can still our minds and where we can understand that peace that, again, surpasses all understanding? Because to find it in the outside world is not so easy. Again, we live in this world of separation, of duality, of right and wrong, of our ego mind that makes those opinions and complaints and judges and comparisons and is always projecting into the possible future scenarios or bringing up memories of the past and regurgitating those. And then we start contemplating those and wondering, did we do anything wrong? And should I have done this better? And so on and so forth, right? So our mind activity can get pretty activated. And so these peaceful meditation practices that we're going to do on moment to moment will quiet your mind, and you'll be able to become more of the witness of your mind activity as it's moving across the screen of your perception. You don't have to attach yourself to the thought. You can just see it as it appears and allow it to pass like a cloud. And for those who have never meditated before, this is one of the techniques for that. And for those who've meditated and found themselves unable to meditate, I guarantee you that you will be able to meditate on this show, because it is a guided meditation. And when you hear my voice and you stay focused on my voice, it will allow you to be present and be able to witness those thoughts and know what to do with them. Many of us feel we have to push thoughts away, or we have to have no thought at all when we meditate. That's wrong. There's always going to be something coming up that's going to try to pull you out of this meditation. A thought's going to appear. It's going to say, did I turn off the stove? What did I not do today that I should have done? Oh, I should make a note of that, right? It'll distract you like a little child pulling on your shirt saying, Mommy, Daddy, come on, right? So be aware that your mind is a trickster and wants your attention while you meditate. So I want you to now, we're going to go into a meditation, a guided meditation. It's going to be very easy for you. Okay. Just put that beautiful thought in your head. If it's not there, just put it in your head. It's going to be a beautiful meditation for you. That's what affirmations do. I will enjoy this experience. You will enjoy this experience. Okay. Just focus on my voice. If something arises that's distracting, return to my voice. Sometimes you want to return to your breathing. You can do that. Or I suggest you put your hand on your heart. That keeps you grounded in your heart space. And we're going to just sit beautifully, comfortably in your chair. Again, unfold your legs, put your feet firmly on the ground so you can feel the grounding of the floor or the carpet. And notice anything in your body that may feel tight. Just scan your body from the tip of your head down your face, the back of your head, down to your neck, anything that's tight. Just relax. On your shoulders, relax your shoulders. Relax your arms. Back of your spine, just let it just relax against the chair. And feel the seat. Just let yourself melt into the seat with your legs as well, down all the way to the ground. And let that beautiful energy just flow all the way down right into the ground, into the center of the earth. Allow all the stress to leave your body. And you're just here now. There's no music going. I didn't put on music. I wanted you to just feel the silence between my words. How often do you just pause and be? That is your experience now. And as I chant the word, the Hebrew word for peace, shalom, if you do feel a sensation or thought arise, again, just see it as a cloud passing and focus your attention, awareness, on my voice, and allow the music and the vibrational word, the Hebrew word of shalom, to just envelop you in that beautiful, calm, eternal space. Just be here now to experience that which you already are, peace. Shalom. 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 I am peace. I am peace. I am peace. I am peace. Shalom. Shalom. Notice your breath. Notice how you are feeling now in this moment. A sense of calmness, more tranquil, knowing that this is possible. This place of stillness is any time you want. It can be this easy. And you can do it anytime you feel that you want to stop, breathe, and be. And again, this is your opportunity anytime. And it's beautiful to recognize that the stillness that you already are is that easy. to maintain, to see it, to feel it, to be it. Meditation allows you that opportunity. So I'd love to share with anyone that would like to. Barb, would you like to share how you feel after you meditate, after I chanted with you? You want to unmute yourself? Do you know how to unmute? I can come back.
No, it's perfect.
Oh, you got it. Beautiful. How are you?
How are you? Fine. Thank you for the special moment. This
Good.
is moment to moment. It's a special moment, and I like it very much.
Thank you.
Very positive. I'll tell you what I did this morning. I was a little tired, and I wasn't myself. And what I did is I started meditating, and I did 7-4. I did the what's his name? The Simons one, Dr. Weil.
Mm-hmm.
And I did that one. And after I did that one, it was so good. I had the whole day. And I was in a home vibration. If you are not in home vibration, you can't get any place.
And Om meaning shalom.
Right. I like that.
Om, right. Beautiful frequency. Soft. Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Circles around Lynda. It's beautiful.
Good. Thank you, Barb. Thank you for sharing.
Pleasure.
Yes. And I hope that when you experience this, you will also feel that sense of release of any tension in your body. That is so healing. Meditation not only calms the mind, but it calms the physical body. It helps with healing. It helps, doctors are recommending it. It helps your immune system, and it does balance you. And so, like Barb was saying, if you start in the morning with a beautiful meditation of just recognizing your breath, so many ways to meditate. But I will connect you with some beautiful sites for meditation also, if you'd like. I have a meditation website, 21-day meditation website that I will share with you next week. But I would love to share a little bit of a story of my experience in meditation, because I think because it is so much about experiencing, right? We all have our different experiences with meditation. Mine was when I was studying at the Institute of Jewish Spirituality. There was a 16-month course. We went to the Hudson Valley. There was a monastery there called Garrison Institute. It was a monastery at one time. And the experience was amazing. We were there for a week. It was in silence. Many of us were rabbis and cantors and clergy, and we were there to pray 3 times a day, and everything was mindfulness practice. So we walked mindfully, we sat mindfully, we ate mindfully, and we did not make any contact with our eyes or any communication with people around us. It was a place of total self-inquiry. It was witnessing the mind as it would appear in all of our mindfulness practices, as we walked, as we sat, as we ate, and just being present in the moment, experiencing it, as we say, moment to moment. And this experience, after several times of being in a 1-week silent retreat, it became easier, of course, for the mind to quiet down pretty fast. So by the 3rd day, I was really seeing my thoughts coming across the screen very slowly. And yet I didn't enjoy watching my judgmental mind. It was to the place where I was very upset with myself. And I would see my judgmental thoughts. And one day I just yelled at my mind and I said, shut up. And I tell you, it was just like the Matrix. The coding went right in front of my face. Everything dropped. I don't know what that was, but I was left with no thought at all and left just in the moment, witnessing what my eyes were seeing, what my ears were hearing. And that was it. I was totally present. And I went out for a walk. I was told to go for a walk. And I walked out into this beautiful day, watching other people taking a walk. And I just was so amazed at how much room my judgmental mind took up. And it was empty. And I was in such joy and such peace of not having to see those thoughts and just to be enjoying the beautiful day. It was so natural. And having had that experience, that knowing that I am not my thoughts and that I can be totally in this place of blissful joy, that really helped me understand this now experience to be my truth of who I am. And it's become realized. I believe that those silent retreats are great for everybody that wants to experience this in a real powerful way. And if you have an opportunity to do it, I would definitely take that opportunity. Yeah. And so wherever you can find those beautiful moments of just being, be it nature, walking in nature, that's where God sits, right? God's everywhere. God's within us. God's everywhere. We are one with God's presence. And that's the other knowing, that the stillness that you are is that oneness with God that you are, that divine sense of self. Again, that's something you are naturally born realizing, and before your mind became troubled with thoughts and ideas and concepts and beliefs and identity and this world of contrast and duality. And I'm going to play, one of my teachers that I listen to every morning is Mooji. So I'm going to share what Mooji says about peace with you right now. We're going to share that later. Let there be peace on earth for sure.
We speak about peace. Everyone has experienced a little bit of peace, a piece of peace. We have experienced expressions of love or of gratitude, of forgiveness, and so on. All this comes to us because deep down in the essence of ourself, we are from God. God is truth. It is true life, our true being. And it is correct. It is our duty and nature to live out the richness and the fullness of who we are and who we are meant to be. And so today, I don't just want to talk about peace. I want to show you peace, how to find peace, irrespective of who you are, where you come from, whether you are religious or not religious. You're a human being. Peace is at the heart of who you truly are. It might get covered up by so many situations in life and stresses and so on and so on. But we have the power to transcend all these things. And if we are seeking to live in a peaceful world, the peace must begin inside our own heart. So, today, right now, wherever you may be, actually, I would like to invite you just to listen to a little guidance to put your mind back inside your heart and to experience who really lives here, to experience the God self within your own heart. Do not be afraid. There's nothing painful or uncomfortable about it. You don't have to, I'm not going to hypnotize you or ask you to believe in something, not going to ask you to go and change your ways. I'm not going to ask you to become someone else. I'm not going to ask you to visualize or imagine. Just simple. I want to show you something very simple. And if you are willing to go along with it, I will tell you, and we can begin now. We can begin now. Now, many people might be afraid, he's going to make us feel uncomfortable about ourselves. No, we are already uncomfortable about ourselves. I want you to be more than comfortable with yourself. I want you to experience the truth of what you are in reality. Okay? So it's a simple exercise. And those of you who wish to, it's so simple, even your children will be able to understand. If you have your family, if you have someone who's sick with you, they can understand and benefit. In fact, at the end of it, you will see that even your pets, animals, will feel better in your company because you are, again, at peace with yourself. So, how to start? What to do? Well, don't think about what to do. Listen to me as I just guide your attention back to here. First thing, we are troubled by our own thoughts and our own thoughts about the thoughts about other people and the world and so on. So just for this short duration of my guidance with you, I'll ask you this simple thing. Please be willing to just leave aside all the thoughts that may appear in your mind, and even the sense of memory. It is possible, actually, you're going to see, just to have the attitude of leaving them all outside or aside. And I want to reassure you that at the end of our time together, you may go back and collect your stuff. Nobody's going to steal it. I am not going to say, no, you gave it to me. No, just leave it aside for a moment, just so you can have this simple space to experience a deeper layer of your being. So here we go. Just imagine that there was a space was opened up, and through to this space, all your thoughts, your imagination, memory, intention, desire, identity, even identity, just going to just leave it. So inside your being, not just your head, your entire being, it's like silent and empty, silent and empty. So do this now. Be with this now. Let's do everything. Don't hold on to anything. There's no safe thought. There's no favorite thoughts. Just let them all slip aside. Just see. Sometimes you may have heard it, that let's just be empty. And you thought, what is that? Well, try and see. Just be very, very empty, fully empty, empty, empty. Just like that. look and see if everything, every thought, every projection, every belief for a moment, every attachment, every desire was just for a moment, just left aside. Just for 5 minutes, leave aside for a moment. So empty, 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 empty. You will see and are seeing that there still remain something that cannot be taken out. Try and see. Take everything aside. All the thoughts about what I must do and what I will do later, what has happened before, all the pains and the memories, beautiful and ugly, everything leave aside. Even the idea you have of who you are, to leave aside for now. So empty, empty. Just imagine empty, 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 empty. You're not a container. Empty, empty, empty. Empty inside, empty outside. And look, there is still something here which cannot be removed, cannot be taken out. Pay attention to this. Notice this. Now you see, I have not asked you to close your ears, to close your eyes. No, the senses can be left as they are, functioning in their natural way. So, how simple. Now, some people I know are a little bit afraid. They think, oh, he's trying to trick us or brainwash us. I said, oh, no, no. You will see, those of you who are following with me, being with me, as I am also doing. So I can be really empty, even though I'm speaking, it's coming out of my emptiness. Silent and very present. I can hear the wind. I can smell the fresh grass. I can feel and hear the wind. And I'm aware of this silence which has no edge, no boundary, just like you, like that. Allow this. And notice, don't be waiting for something. Don't be expecting anything. Okay? Just here, right where you are, wherever that may be. I had to ask you to do this. So now I can ask you a few simple questions. I will not be able to hear your answers, but it's important that you answer yes or no, just with words to yourself. I will not hear them verbally, but I will feel you, just as you are right now. Silent, empty. Is there any fear here? Just look. In this emptiness, is there any fear? Is there any attachment or desire for something? Please look. Remain in your emptiness. Look. That which is here right now. Is it a thing? Is it an object? Does it have a form? Remain empty. You are seeing. You see. Is there any judgments in it? What is here in the emptiness? Is there any judgments? Is there any pressure? at all. Please look. So even the looking is taking place in this emptiness itself. This that is, does it have a beginning or an end? What you are aware of, does it have beginning or end? This silence, this peace. And yet, naturally, you know you're here. Not just the body is here, but even you are aware of your body inside this silence itself. Now that you are aware of what is here, even when your mind is free of thoughts and you're free of feelings and attachments and projections and desires and judgments, there's this wonderful space of peace. This peace has no color. It has no limitation. Can you see? You're aware of it naturally. Do you need to make any effort to simply be here? No, no effort is needed. This that is here.
So how did you feel after hearing Muji? Pretty impressive, right? Yes, Muji. I listen to Muji pretty much every morning. Muji is a beautiful way, right? Very peaceful voice. I love his presence. He is totally present in the moment. And his name is Mooji. And you can hear him on YouTube very much every day. There's another satsang. Satsang means sacred gathering. And he has followers that come to his place in Rishikesh and also in Portugal, just to sit with Muji as they talk to him. And many of them are actualizing their true self as he expresses and points their way into where that knowing exists in their heart space, even though we're not really talking about the heart, we're talking about the energy, right? As he melds the mind into the heart. It's a beautiful place of peace. So I hope that you are learning a little bit about the importance of this moment and why it's so important in your daily life. So I'm going to give you another beautiful takeaway for this 60 minutes. I'm going to ask you to find something right now to eat. And if you can't right now, that's fine. You can just watch me eat as I explain to you some beautiful tips on how to have more of a peaceful meal with your family. It's called mindful eating. And I'm going to take a couple of things to show you, demonstrate. One is raisins, nice little raisin. And another one is a salty almond. So we have a sweet and we have a salty. And it's nice to have different flavors, some spicy, some salty, some, because your tongue experiences the different levels of taste, you know, and the sides, I believe, are the salty. The tip is more of the spice. And again, you have a lot of different areas of the tongue that have different tastes, buds, and sensations that occur. So I'm going to start with the raisin. And what we're going to do when we eat, this is very slow. And you may think this is never going to end, but trust me, it will. You take the raisin and you just smell it. If you can smell it, you feel it between your fingers. You're really igniting all the senses here in this place of now. So you're touching it, it's a little sticky, right? It has bumps on it. It's not smooth. And it doesn't have much of a smell. And we're going to take a taste, but we're not going to swallow it. We're just going to take a taste and we're going to let it roll around in our mouth. We're not going to chew it. We're just going to sort of suck at it a little bit and taste the sweetness of it. Really enjoy the experience. This is what it's about. Enjoying the fullness of your eating experience. So after you roll it around a little bit, you've experienced that, then you take a little bit, you chew it a little bit, very much so that you just chew until it's all dissolved. Now, this is probably a new thing for many of you, to take big bites and swallow it without even waiting for most of it to be chewed. This is really great for your digestion. Mindful eating not only is great for your digestion, but it gives you a whole experience of all the senses, and it allows your food to digest completely, that you'll really be aware that you're filling up. Again, people rush through their meal, and your body 20 minutes after you finish eating tells you that you're full. Did you know that? So if you are eating deliberately like this and swallowing it and feeling it go down your throat, I'm not even finished chewing this first little bite. I'm still chewing it. Okay, now it's going down my throat and I'm feeling it go down my throat. And I'm going to wait till I experience it all going down my throat. And of course, if you take a bigger bite, there's more time for you to feel that. And then you'll feel it sort of go down your esophagus and sort of hit your stomach. And then you take your second bite. Now, again, you're going to realize you're going to get full because you're waiting in between your bites. In fact, when I eat a meal, I take a bite with my fork, I put it down, I put my fork down on my plate, and I wait. And when it's all gone and it's all dissolved, it's all feeling, everything is going through my system and I'm ready for another bite, I pick up my fork, right? I'm going to finish this bite. I'm going to put it in my mouth. I'm going to roll it around. It tastes so good. You just don't stop and really enjoy the flavors of food anymore. That's why I don't put salad dressing on my salad, because all I taste is the salad dressing. I don't taste the individual pieces of vegetable, the carrots and the cucumbers, and they have their all distinct flavor. And it's wonderful. So now I'm going to chew it. I got a burst of that sugar. So great. Wow. And if you are a sweet eater, if you love sweets and you feel you have to eat the whole box, you don't have to do it with, you learn this, you just enjoy that one little piece. That's all you need. It just completes you. That you don't need a lot. You don't have to be a glutton for this. Okay. Now here's the almond. And if I eat the almond, there will be that salt, right? I love salt. I'm more of a salt person than a sugar person. I'll put that. And the salt. This is not a salty one. This is actually without salt. And for those tuning in on the radio, they're hearing me crunch. Must be a pretty interesting experience. But we are talking about mindful eating for those who just tuned in. Why do we want to do that? Well, we want to bring peace to the dining room table. What happens if you don't speak at all at the dining room table and you just enjoy your food? You shut your phones off. Television is definitely not on. And you are totally in the moment of enjoying this food. That's why eating home would probably be preferable, because the noise out in the restaurant is probably not too accommodating with this kind of thing. But I still have learned how to still be in the moment, even eating out at a restaurant and even in conversation. I'm still able to be the silent witness of all that and not be distracted. Yeah. So I hope you've learned a little bit about mindful eating. Next week, we're also going to talk about mindful walking. Did you know you can have a mindful walk in nature and be totally present? Pretty exciting. We're going to end with a beautiful song of peace. We started with a beautiful song of peace, and this one is Let There Be Peace on Earth and Let It Begin with Me. And that's where we were talking, because peace does not happen outside yourself that easily. Peace really should begin with you. And as you are the peace, you may spread that peace to others, because they will feel your peaceful presence. So join me in singing this song, if you know the words. And it's Let There Be Peace on Earth and Let It Begin with Me. So here we go. Let there be peace on earth and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as a father. Brothers and sisters are we. Let me walk with all people in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my solemn vow, to take each moment and live each moment with peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth and let it begin with me. So closing prayer would be, may we all understand the peace that we all are, and we share that peace with all that are in need of our love and our joy and our presence. And may we continue to strive for that peace and to be the peacemaker in the world, one moment at a time. We'll see you next week on Moment to Moment on WLTK-DB Talk Radio. My name is Lynda Hope. And you can reach me at linda@lindahope.com if you wish to know more about how to experience your true self of that peace that is already you. We'll see you next week. Thank you for being here.